Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Star Trek Picard Season 3. Okay, now if y'all go back and watch my older reviews on Picard series so far, I loved the first season. I didn't like the second season as much. I mean, it was okay, but I had a lot of issues with it. So when they announced that the third season was coming and it was going to be the final season, I'm going to be honest, I really wasn't that excited. As much as I am a Trek fan, I didn't think it was going to be any good. I have to admit that I came close to not even watching the third season just because the second season really left me feeling like they weren't going in the right direction. But after watching some of the reviewers that I watched, they really amped up my expectations for this. So, was the third season any good? Yes! It was great! It was exactly what Picard Season 1 needed to be. I'm serious, guys. This season of Picard was some of the best Star Trek that I've ever seen. And I'm talking movies, TV, everything. Now, the Next Generation TV series is my favorite of the Star Trek series. So when they announced that Picard was coming out, Season 1, I was really excited. And Season 1 was really good. I thought they did a lot of great callbacks and all that good stuff, good Easter eggs. Season 2 kind of fell off the rails for me. So I really wasn't pumped up about this season. Let me tell you guys, this season was incredible. You can almost not even watch Season 1 and 2 of Picard. If you love The Next Generation and Voyager and really all of the Star Trek shows, this season is for you. It is really made for all the Trek fans because this was actually like The Next Generation Season 8. It was brilliant. They brought everybody back for this. And I'm going to say right now, y'all know I'm beaming about this season, so I'm going to get into some spoilers on why. If you haven't seen it yet, go back, watch Picard Season 3. It's totally worth it. Don't worry about Seasons 1 and 2. Whatever you thought about that, this season is for you. Just know that I loved it, and if you are a Trek fan, you are going to love it. But I'm getting ready to get into some spoilers, so go watch Season 3 and then come back to right now. Okay, now here we go. They brought back everybody for this season, and my mind is still blown. That finale was incredible. Guys, I can't stress enough how much this season has meant to me because, like I've said before, The Next Generation is my favorite of all the Star Trek series, and this season was like a perfect continuation of that series. They brought everybody back. I mean, all of the main characters. Now, granted, there was a couple that aren't in it, but they didn't need to be. This season really rejuvenated my enjoyment of Star Trek and why I love Star Trek. Even the main villains were back. Of course, we had Q in the second season, which Q is my favorite villain of all of Star Trek. And of course, the Borg. The Borg is in everything. And I really didn't think they needed to have the Borg in this season. But they did, and it was done well. It made sense. The whole Locutus tie-in and why they were after his body. It made total sense. If you know anything about the Next Generation series, you know that there was something left in him, that he could still hear the Borg. Even in the movies, First Contact, he could still hear the Borg, even though he was cured of them. And this explained why he did that, because they never did in the show. They never told you why he kept on feeling the Borg. But this show brought it back and explained it. Another great thing, they brought back the changelings from Deep Space Nine's story plot where they were trying to take over the Federation and really the galaxy. but they got defeated. They brought that whole intertwining storyline back, which I thought was great. It was just great, guys. I thought the writing in this was superb. I mean, literally a Billy Jackson chef's kiss to this season. And not only was the story great and the Easter eggs were great, the graphics, the set designs, they brought the Enterprise D back. You know, because everything was getting taken over by the Borg, but that was the only ship that was still left that had analog. It wasn't a part of the fleet. And they got to all go back and be on their bridge again and to see them all at their old stations. I mean, it really tugged at my heartstrings. I mean, I could not believe what I was getting from this show every episode. And it's not like The Mandalorian was this season where you had like a couple of good episodes and then some great episodes and then kind of bad episodes. Every episode of this season is spectacular. From episode 1 all the way to the end. And let me tell you guys, that finale was phenomenal. They ended it just like they did the ending of the series where they're pulling away from the poker table. You know, you get a bird's eye view of them playing cards together. And they did that again. And make sure that you stay tuned for the post-credit scene where they brought Q back, my favorite guy, talking to Picard's son. Man! And then I heard rumors of they're doing a Star Trek Legacy series with the new crew of the new Enterprise. And I'm very excited about that. I can't think of one bad thing about this season, guys. And I'm not even just saying that just because I'm a fan. I'm telling you. This show is awesome, and especially this third season. They ended it great, they started it great, and everything in the middle was great. And like I was saying earlier in the review, you know, they didn't just throw everything at us like, here's all the characters. No, it built up for every character to make an appearance, and every character had a purpose. Nothing felt shoehorned, and it just fell right into place. It felt like there was a puzzle at the beginning, and now you have the picture at the end, like with no pieces missing, and you flawlessly put it all together. That's how I feel about this show and about this season in particular. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry I could go on for hours about this show, how great it is, but it's not all about what I think. I want to know what you think. Have you seen Picard? Did you like the first 2 episodes, and what did you feel about this third season? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!